I guess some good and some bad. Obviously, start with the good. You know how the offense rebounded and was able to put the ball in the end zone after the special teams play there, and then I think defensively too. You know, coming away with some takeaways right there, and then you know I think some of the young guys in the second half. You know, our quarterback Nate. You know, did a nice job stepping in and making some plays and you know just coming up big, you know, when we needed those guys to make plays. So overall, a lot of things to clean up, but there is some positive that we'll take a look at and build on.
Always good to have the starters go out with a lead. Defense allowed no points. Good.
Yeah, I mean that's always good. That was kind of the goal, was to get the offense going and then defensively play well. And you know, again, some positives early, and you know, again, all things that we can build on, you know, the rest of camp.
Pressure throughout the game with different levels of the defense, 4 sacks. I assume that's a good sign coming out of this. Always
when you can put pressure, you know, on their quarterback, you know, and I thought that, you know, some of the Yazir, you know, stood out and had a couple nice rushes there. You know, even the first group, you know, getting some pressure. All good things that we'll look at on tape and build on.
Devon looked like he was in the backfield almost every play that he was in. Is that just a continuation of what you saw last year and camp?
Yeah. No, it's the way he's kind of attacked the season, attacked training camp, and you know, it's really good to see that he can, you know, definitely push the pocket from you know, the tackle spot, and it's what we need. You know, it's what we need all season long.
How much the fourth down early and then the going for 2 was the long snapper situation or being aggressive?
We're unfortunate. You know, Ross got knocked out of the game on that first punt on the turnover, and so we were out of a long snapper for the rest of the game. So a lot of fourth downs that we normally wouldn't do, and then you know, a lot of 2-point conversions that we normally wouldn't do. So you know, it was good to see. You know, Josh stepped in and had 2 punt snaps, and you know, was effective obviously, and you know, but we'll see where Ross is at this week.
What did you see from Tank?
Saw some good things from him. I think once he settled in and really started seeing the hole a little bit better. He had a couple nice runs on the perimeter, but you know, a tough running back. He's somebody that brings a little punch. You know, runs behind his pads, as we say, and again, this will be a good film for him to watch.
I'm assuming highlighting the bad would be penalties.
Yeah, with 13 penalties, I think. I mean, that's obviously something we've talked about. I've talked about with the team, you know, in these preseason games, especially when you're playing a lot of guys, things are going to happen. But it's something we have to clean up. You know, it's really a discipline thing. You know, it'll start with me and this week in practice and making sure that our guys understand that, you know, either pre-snap or post-snap, you know, just can't happen.
You also have long runs from 3 different backs. It can take a while to get the running game going. Do you feel like you're getting good run blocking right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, obviously we got to look at the tape and you know, grade it that way. But you know, there were times I thought we could stay a little more north and vertical, and then there's times when the backs did a nice job of bouncing it, you know, to the outside. And sometimes too, that's where some of your holds and stuff come into play, is when the back misses a hole and he tries to stretch a play and the tackle or guard is in a bad position. You know, so those are all things we can correct and fix this week.
Think of Nathan's escapability in general, and especially on the touchdown play.
I mean, it was pretty incredible. You know, I mean, I thought it, you know, toughness and poise in the pocket, being able to make a play like that, and have a couple of guys on him to make that throw, you know, for the touchdown is. I haven't seen too many plays like that. You know, even in a preseason game. So, hats off to him. He did a nice job leading that group, you know, in the second half, and was able to. You know, put us in the end zone. And then he had the touchdown run too, so had a really good second half.
He was out pretty quick, but any thoughts on how Ridley played first game in a while, obviously?
Very excited. He was excited to be out there. Very appreciative. You know, but for him to, you know, get a ball or two out there and really catch and run and kind of feel the game again. You know, that's what he wants, and that's what we wanted for him, and you know, everything will continue to get better for him, and you know, as we go.
Last year down the stretch, you guys made a ton of plays, like playmaking plays. Today, you kind of did it again, both sides. I mean, Is that what you feel you have, a team that can obviously make plays on both sides of the
Well,
ball?
you're going to have that at times, and you never know who's going to make it. I stress all the time, like, don't chase plays, just make them when they come to you or when your number's called. And I think that's today, what you saw from our young guys, especially when their number was called, they made a play. They executed the offense or defense and made a play. We had the interception late, which was really good to see, and guys are in the right spot. So all things that we can build upon as we watch this film. All right. Thanks, guys.